So today we are going to learn practicals or small notes. I mean, brief notes we'll take first and then we'll continue with the syntax and all. So all of you write down RDBMS, write the full form. What's the full form?
Relational Database Management System.
Yeah, everybody write that. Now the practical demonstration I'm going to do on Oracle 10G. Which software we are learning here? Write down even that, because sometimes when we ourselves, when we ask them, give the example of DBMS software, students, I mean, they don't know which software they work on. So which software we will be working on? It is one of the DBMS. It is not the only DBMS software. There are n number of, but out of those, for your syllabus, as per the university syllabus, Oracle is recommended, and we will be working on Oracle 10G. Okay, next you will write SQL. What is the full form of SQL?
Structured Query Language.
Yes, structured query language. Next line, you write SQL commands. SQL commands, 3 categories. Number 1, DDL. Data definition language. Used to create, modify, delete, the table structure. Example of commands. Example of DDL category commands. Create, see, Oracle commands are not case sensitive, but when it comes to data, it is case sensitive. So right now we'll be working with commands. So here you need not follow any cases, even mixed case will work. Second category, data manipulation language. used to create, update, and delete the table data. Example, insert, update, delete. Last one is DCL or TCL, popularly known as transaction control language. Used to add, remove user privileges. Examples, grant, revoke. Done? Okay, below you write steps to start. Where all you will click. So these steps you take down yourself. Say I'm clicking on the start button here, search button. Or you better click on this Windows button. Click on Windows button and then here in the menu, after you have installed Oracle 10G, you will find this option, Oracle Database 10G Express Edition. Yes, everybody write down in short. Windows button, put dash, Oracle Database 10G Express Edition. Here. Am I audible? Everybody is listening?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Can you see the screen also?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So in Oracle 10G Express Edition, remember there are two ways by which we can work with Oracle. One is GUI, that is graphical user interface, and second is CLI. What do you mean by CLI?
Command line interface.
Command line interface, like how we worked with Java last semester. Everything has to be typed. So we are going to work with command line interface first. Fine. So for that, okay, we are going to the option. See under Oracle Express 10G. Once I click on this explore button, you will get all these options. Among this, we are going to click on this run SQL command line. All of you note down. Yes, everybody has done.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see the screen? What prompt you see here? This is called as prompt. Which prompt do you see?
SQL.
SQL. So when you want to modify the font size and all, you have to right click on this title bar and then go to font option, and then you may select a bigger font. It says unable, but it modifies normal. Fine. So the cursor will be blinking at the prompt. Now here to log in, all of you write down the steps to log in. And whenever you write the steps, you write like this. To log in, whenever you write any command, Oracle command or SQL command, you will be writing like this. Always write SQL prompt, and then in front of that write the command. That doesn't mean this is a part of a command. This is a way how you write SQL commands. Fine. This is the, what you can say, the prompt. So as in case of C programming, you used to write C colon. So when you write C colon, that doesn't mean you type C colon slash. That will exist. So similarly, SQL will exist. Fine. You don't have to type SQL and that greater than symbol, but while writing, this is a way you write, even in exams. Fine. So SQL greater than symbol, this is a prompt. Now the command you will type is, first thing, you will have to connect to the database. So what will you type first? Connect. Type connect and press enter. So I'll be typing here. The moment I press enter, it will ask me username. Normally in case of whenever you execute or whenever you install Oracle, the default username is system. You can create your own user accounts, but that I will teach you later. For practicals, it is better you create your own accounts, but that will teach only when the offline practicals will start. Now, right now at home, you will be using this system. And one more thing, when you install Oracle, see, Oracle 10G is installable. I mean, that setup is available. You can download it from the net easily. And those who do not have laptops or PCs at home, you have online editors on the, I mean, there are web pages. You can go to those web pages called as SQL, online SQL editors, and there you execute your commands. Fine, but still note down the steps because in our practicals, you are going to work on this software only. Fine, when you type system, then press enter, it will ask you password. While installing Oracle 10G, we have given password as GCC. See, I have typed password, but that will not be visible. So that doesn't mean you will retype it again. If you retype, it will go wrong. So I've already typed GCC there. It doesn't show on this screen, not even asterisk. The moment you press enter, if everything is correct, you will get a message called as connected. Done? Okay, now the first command what we are going to learn is create table. You know that every information in Oracle is stored in the form of a table. So first we are going to learn is create table. So I will just make some bullets here. So create table is a DDL command. Remember that. I have already given you examples here. Create, alter, drop, all these commands are part of which category? DDL category. For theory as well as for practical, Viva, they always ask this, give example of DDL commands. Fine. So create table is the first command we are going to learn. The syntax, simple syntax I'm going to give right now. Actual syntax is complicated, that you will learn later when theoretically you will learn SQL. But right now we are going to just create table. Remember, create table is a keyword. And now whatever table name you will write, I am giving angular bracket. That doesn't mean you will type angular bracket. This is just to make you understand that whatever is there in the angular bracket, that is a variable. I mean, that is user defined variable. Rest all are the keywords. Create table, table name. Okay, after that, I normally press enter. Enter in the sense I take it on the next line. It's better I take even this on the next line. Create table, table name, and then the round bracket. Round bracket is compulsory. Then there is column name. I write in shortcut. Data type. And then another round bracket. So one round bracket we have already started there. Another round bracket inside to mention the size. So remember, these angular brackets are not to be typed. I am just giving those to indicate these are the user defined variables. So after you specify the size, one round bracket will get closed. Then you give comma. Go on the next line. Same thing will continue here. So how many columns you want in your table? For every column you will be specifying. So I'll just write here column name 1, column name 2, etc. So you will continue. So I'll just give a dotted line. Okay, this round bracket will not be there because already you have started. This round bracket will start in the beginning and it will end at the end after you have specified all the columns. Fine. So here I just show that with the dotted line, indicating you will have as many columns as you want. And once you finish all the columns, I close this main bracket. Remember, this bracket I'm closing here. And then give semicolon. Semicolon is very much necessary to indicate that command is ended. If you don't give semicolon, it will not understand that you have finished typing the command. Fine. Now we'll take the example here. Example to create student table. With the fields. Roll number. Remember, the field names cannot have spaces. Neither it can have special characters. Only underscore is allowed. Roll number, name. Then I will just take it as DOB, DOB for date of birth, and then city. So these are the fields I'm going to consider for this example. So let us write SQL command. So as I told you, for writing SQL command, I always start with SQL prompt. Instead of retyping, I'll take this. So create table. Now what is my table name? Student. So here, see, it is not necessary that you take it on the next line. I take it for convenience. Create table student and then type this. So the first field name, what does the syntax say? Column name, you have to type. So what is our column name? Roll number. Give space. What is a data type? So there are many data types, but right now we will be using simple. One is number. So roll number, we are going to take it as number. Then the size should be specified in round bracket. So size, roll number can be maximum of 3 characters. So size means don't think that it is actual value. Here size means digits, how many digits you're going to have. So in roll number, I'll take 3 digits. Then I give comma. For next column, I go on the next line. Second is name. Now for this, I can take a data type as character or varchar. So I take here as character. String is not there in Oracle. Here character and the size indicate it is a string. So size 10 I have given. Then DOB data type is date. Remember, for date data type in Oracle, you don't have to specify the size. It will automatically take. Oracle has its own predefined format, so it doesn't vary. For the date, it is fixed. So I specified it as date. And the last one, which is the column, last column.
City.
Yeah. For city, you may use again character, but there is one more similar. Even string data type is there, of course, yeah. But normally I'm used to this char and varchar. So you're free to use any other data types. I will share that later, the notes with you. So right now we'll use char and varchar because these are popularly used. Why varchar? Let me tell you the difference. Character, suppose you have given the size as 10 for character data type and your name is suppose Raju. Then how many characters are actually used? Only 4. Rest 6 places are unutilized. Those 6 places will be reserved for character data type. But in case of varchar, what happens? Oracle dynamically will select how much size is required, even though we are going to allocate 10 here. But depending on the value, it will, depending on how many characters are utilized, remaining characters, it will allocate for some other. So that's why people popularly use varchar. So once we have finished, remember commas are required to separate the fields. Once we finish all the field explanation, I give bracket here. See, this second bracket is for closing the main table specification round bracket. And after that, you have to give semicolon. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Now let me demonstrate the same thing here. So, okay, before that, normally what happens when the Oracle is installed in the last semester, there may be tables already created and Oracle will not allow you to create the table with the same name. So to know, all of you take down this command somewhere to know the existing tables in your PC. You give this command, select star, from tab. This will give you a list of tables. See, these tables, some tables are user defined and some are system defined. What do we call this system defined tables as? I told you one word in the first chapter we have studied. What kind of data it is called as? Metadata. What kind of data it is called as?
Metadata.
Yeah, anyway, these are created tables. So already student is there here. I have created some time ago, maybe in the last semester. Fine. So what we will do, what I'm going to do here, instead of student, I will create a table as student2. Okay. All of you don't, otherwise. Okay, let me delete the table from here. Okay, now it will allow. So what I will do, I will copy this command. Of course, I'm not supposed to copy that SQL prompt. See, once I type, remember Oracle, when you start typing and press enter after finishing one line, when you move to the next line, Oracle automatically gives line numbers here. Some students, what do? They will note down these line numbers also, and they feel that these have to be typed. These are automatically generated, remember. That's why I particularly gave you this command in the Word file. I hope everybody has noted down.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is how you type the command. Once you press enter at the end, once if it is successful, you will get a message, table created. Clear with this?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this is how. Can you tell me, I mean, does my table contain data right now or it is blank?
It is blank.
It is blank. So we have created table structure. Remember, there is no data added here still. It is only the table structure. So this is a difference between table data and table structure. Fine. So all these structure related commands are part of DDL. And when you will actually start putting data inside that, that is part of DML command, data manipulation language. Fine. So in theory, we studied that structure less frequently modified and data is frequently modified. The difference we had seen, right? Anyways, so here we have created table structure. If we want to see the table structure of the table just now what we created, there is one, this one called as command called as describe. DESC student. See, actually describe is a complete command. Remember, Oracle doesn't allow you to work with mouse. I mean, you can't go backside. You have to go use arrow keys in the same line. So describe is a command, but one advantage of the Oracle, Oracle commands is you can type minimum 4 characters of the command and Oracle will automatically take that as a full command. So describe student. The moment you press enter, it is showing you the table structure. This is the field name. I mean, it's not the actual name what we have created. It is showing you the column name. Which all columns we have here? RNO, name, DOB, city. You may wonder then, I had typed in small case and how come it is giving in uppercase? Remember, all Oracle structure related things will be indicated in uppercase only. That's why even in the textbook, you will see all these commands typed in uppercase. Fine. Those who are comfortable typing in uppercase, it's better you type in uppercase. This is the way how Oracle commands are written. And they are written in uppercase sometimes. So here, I mean, most of the times. So here we have field, then null. Null, the second column indicates the constraints. So right now we have not specified any constraints. What we will be doing is, for few labs or sessions, we will continue with only the tables without constraints. Once we will learn constraints in theory, then we will start implementing those constraints here. Fine. So right now that null question mark indicates the constraints, which will be blank here right now because you are not used. Then type indicates the data type. So for roll number, we have used the data type number and space size as 3. For second name, we have used character 10. Third data type is date. And fourth one, did we type varchar or varchar2 there?
Varchar.
But then varchar2 is an enhanced version of it, which will automatically added by the Oracle. So don't worry about this varchar2. So this is the table structure. Are these two commands clear to you?
Ma'am, if we write the command, matlab wo roll number, name, all that in a line, then how will the table be formed?
In a line, same line.
Yes.
Yeah, as long as you have followed the syntax, that you have given the comma, you have given, like I will show you one more table creation sample. Okay, create table and I'll say dummy. Okay, and I will start my round bracket here only. Field name I'm using is sample1, so I'll give it as S1 of the type number and size 3, comma, S2 is the second table and I will give it as number and size as 3 again. Now my two fields are over, right? I'm closing my table creation main bracket and I give semicolon. What is the mistake here? What's the problem? Why it is giving error?
Spelling of create.
Spelling of create. So I'll repeat it. Create table dummy, then S1 number 3 S2 number 3 close main semicolon. Got this table created? So this is how, even if you type in one line, it will work. But why do we type on separate lines? To understand. Once you type on separate lines, you will be able to also understand, and later on, if there is a mistake in one line, you can type only that line. If you type everything in one line, you will have to retype the entire line. How can you redo only that particular line? That we will show later. So right now, I hope these two commands are clear to you.
Ma'am, if we type everything on one line, even though when the table is created, it will come one below another, like how number, name, date of birth is come before.
Yes, yes. Like now I'll say describe. So for describe, as I told you, I can even type DESC. Remember, there is another command called a DISC. So DISC is different command. Fine. And DESC is different command. So DISC, and then I'll say, which is the table name? Dummy. So can you see here now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now I think the first session is getting over. It's time up. We will continue in just 2 minutes. You can take 2 minutes break, and attendance I'll be taking in the next session. So I will just stop this now.